I'm Nick Snow, watching Government for Oil and Gas Journal in Washington, D.C. Getting electricity to more Africans is a top priority at the U.S. Department of State's Bureau of Energy Resources, an official told a House Foreign Affairs Committee subcommittee on November 14th. But promoting good governance as countries there manage their oil and gas resources also looms large in the Bureau's African strategy, added Robert F. Icord, the State Department's Deputy Assistant Secretary for Energy Transformation. Recent hydrocarbon finds, particularly in East Africa, could help countries make the transition from economies focused on subsistence agriculture and dependent on international aid to economies driven by natural resources, he said in written testimony to the Africa Global Health, Global Human Rights, and International Organizations Subcommittee. Icord said Sub-Saharan Africa's annual production already totals about 6 million barrels a day of crude oil and some 60 billion cubic meters of natural gas. The area has another estimated 20 billion barrels of crude and 30 trillion cubic meters of gas, which are technically recoverable, he indicated. Managed well, a wealth of oil and gas could help fund or be a component of increased electricity generation capacity, Icord said. Managed poorly, that wealth could stall or even reverse development. Angola and Nigeria, Sub-Saharan Africa's two biggest oil producers, have shown what can happen when a country manages its petroleum resources badly, he noted. Engagement with emerging producers presents an opportunity to establish effective legal and regulatory frameworks, robust financial management systems, and strong environmental and social protections to help those countries transition their economies, expand electricity access, and export their resources without falling victim to the resource curse, Icord said. Doing this before resources and revenue start flowing, quote, sets a foundation for a well-governed economy that can avoid the serious mistakes that other producer countries have made, end quote, he added. Icord said transparency can help expose whether revenue is benefiting a country's people or being diverted for personal gain or to entrench the existing elite. The Bureau works with the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative to support natural resource revenue transparency and management, he testified. Currently, 18 countries in Africa are EITI compliant, and 4 are EITI candidates, Icord said. Under the auspices of the G7's U.S.-Guinea Partnership, aimed at strengthening transparency and good governance in Guinea's extractive industries, Bureau engagement helped Guinea achieve EITI compliance in July. More broadly, U.S. President Barack Obama and African leaders at an August summit established a U.S.-Africa partnership on illicit finance to create a high-level working group which will develop an action plan to curb natural resource corruption, he continued. These are only first steps, Icord said. The Bureau is working with other governments to identify ways to improve oil and gas transparency and management, he told the subcommittee. That's Watching Government for this week. In Washington, I'm Nick Snow for Oil and Gas Journal, wishing each of you the happiest of holidays.